The Transformers series began in the early 1980s when American toy company, Hasbro, was sold the Diaclone and Microman robot toy lines by Takara, a Japanese toy company. Hasbro modified these toys and rebranded them in the US as the Transformers toy line. An animated series as well as comic books were made to market the toy line to potential customers in America. The 1984 animated series, dubbed Generation 1 or G1 by fans, introduced many viewers to the Autobots and Decepticons, two warring Transformers factions who battle for control over the Earth. This series would prove to be a global hit. As Takara wanted a piece of the Transformers money pie, they re-imported the Transformers line of toys for the Japanese market in 1985. The Japanese version of the G1 animated series was retitled as Fight! Super Robot Lifeform Transformers. In addition, certain character names like Optimus Prime was changed to Convoy in the Japanese version of the series. Eventually, the Japanese version of the G1 series would spin off into its own continuity, separate from its American counterpart. Some of these Japanese exclusive series included titles such as Transformers the Headmasters and Transformers Victory. However, due to the decline of the Transformers brand in Japan during the late 80s, Takara would eventually create the Yusha or Brave series of mecha anime as a replacement franchise during the 90s. With its success, Hasbro would go on to buy the entire toy line from Takara, giving them sole global ownership of the Transformers toy line as well as branding rights and copyrights. In exchange, Takara was given the rights to produce Transformers toys as well as the rights to distribute them in the Japanese market. With its immense success, the Transformers series has been developed into a wide variety of media during the last 30 years and it is a globally recognizable brand. However, despite its worldwide popularity, Transformers has yet to appear in a Super Robot Wars game. One good reason why is because Bandai Namco does not own the merchandising rights to the IP, as Transformers is jointly owned by Takara and Hasbro. However, while Bandai Namco and Takara Tomy may be rival companies, Takara Tomy has allowed their other major mecha series, such as Zoids and Shinkalion, to appear in SRW games as a form of joint promotion. As such, there is definitely an existing working relationship between Bandai Namco and Takara Tomy when it comes to SRW games. Therefore, the biggest obstacle would be Hasbro, since it has full global ownership over the Transformers IP. Furthermore, the developers of the SRW series generally do not include any series owned by Western companies due to all the potential licensing and copyright issues. Even if the Japanese exclusive Transformers series were requested to be in SRW, there would still be potential copyright issues that come with using specific characters. Even in Japanese exclusive titles, characters from past overseas-led productions that were not released in Japan are sold as a different character with specific changes. Therefore, Hasbro's rights to such characters tend to be involved, making rights relations over these characters extremely complex. Furthermore, with the latest SRW games shifting towards more global releases, there are bound to be even more copyright issues that involve Hasbro. As such, for a deal to happen, Hasbro would need to be convinced that putting Transformers in a SRW game would be beneficial to them, while Bandai Namco would need to be able to negotiate a practical and fair licensing fee from Hasbro that is within their budget. Overall, for Transformers to get into Super Robot Wars, Bandai Namco, Takara Tomy, and Hasbro would need to be able to come up with a mutual deal that satisfies everyone. If miracles are able to happen one day, Transformers getting into Super Robot Wars and fighting alongside Gundams, Mazinger, Getter Robo, and other iconic mecha would truly be one of the most ambitious crossover events in history.